He knocked at midnight, not once, not timid, a steady rhythm that made the air in my chest turn heavy. I opened the door to find him, our new neighbor's boy, 10 years old, pale, bruised. They had said he hadn't spoken in 3 years. Trauma, an accident, a child trapped in silence. But that night his lips trembled, words scraping through his throat. "They're not my parents." His eyes cut through me, hollow, desperate, already older than his years. "My real parents are dead. These people took me. They're going to do something scary tomorrow. Please, help." The silence afterward was worse than the words. Then I heard it, footsteps upstairs. Not mine, not his, measured, heavy, and I knew in that instant my life had just split down the middle. The neighbors had seemed ordinary, polite smiles, a carefully groomed yard, suburban camouflage. But looking back, the cracks had been there, the curtains always drawn too tight, the boy's face pressed to the window but never waving. Their eagerness when introducing themselves too rehearsed, like reading lines from a play they hadn't memorized well enough. I remembered the way the man gripped the boy's shoulder at the barbecue, firm enough to leave a mark. How the woman corrected his answers before he could finish speaking. And then there was the boy's silence. 3 years, they said. But the look in his eyes told another story. Silence can be trained, conditioned, beaten into place. Now, with his whisper still echoing in my ears, the truth began to unspool. This wasn't trauma. This was captivity. And somehow, I had been a spectator all along. I started watching, not openly, quietly, calculated. Lights on at 3 a.m., curtains twitching when no one was outside, deliveries at odd hours, boxes carried inside but never carried out. The boy never at school, never at the park, only glimpses of him through the narrow slit of the blinds, his face ghostly pale in the glow of a television. I ran his name through missing children reports, found nothing. Too clean, too deliberate. Then I searched deeper, found a case in another state. 2 parents dead in a fire, a child unaccounted for. Age matched, description close enough. No resolution. The boy's eyes haunted me. Please, help. So I began keeping records, dates, times, photographs, their patterns slowly stitching into something undeniable. On the surface, I was the same neighbor, nods across the driveway, casual greetings, my smile a mask, my hands steady. But inside, I was sharpening the blade of truth. It came together on a Thursday, a package left on their porch by mistake, my address scribbled wrong. I took it inside, closed the blinds, slit the tape with a kitchen knife. Inside were documents, false birth certificates, school forms that never reached a district, medical files, rewritten, scrubbed clean, and photographs. Not of family moments, of the boy, staged, rehearsed, dressed differently each time, like props, like currency. It was proof, not suspicion, not theory, evidence. That night I saw him again, at the window, lips moving though no sound reached me, his eyes begging, pressing, pulling me in. I walked across the street, folder in hand, knocked once, calm, composed. When they opened the door, I said nothing. I simply held the photographs out, my face a mirror of their own fear. The man's jaw tightened. The woman's eyes darted. The boy stood behind them, trembling, but this time, smiling. Because he knew. I didn't go to the police first. That would have been mercy. Instead, I went to the people they trusted least, the neighbors they had charmed, the ones who had doubted but never acted. I showed them the files, the documents, the photographs. By dusk, whispers had spread down the street like fire licking dry grass. Stares followed them to their car. Conversations stopped when they walked past. They had built a life on control, on secrecy, on the performance of normalcy, and I stripped it away, piece by piece, until the facade cracked under the weight of exposure. The boy stood beside me at my door the night it collapsed, watching as flashing red and blue lights painted the cul-de-sac in truth. I said nothing to him. Words weren't needed. The house across the street is empty now, curtains gone, windows dark. The boy is safe somewhere else. I don't ask where, don't want to know, because some truths, once uncovered, are too heavy to carry further. Neighbors still glance at me differently now, like I was part of it, like I knew. Maybe I did. Maybe silence makes us all complicit. But I don't lose sleep. I learned something in those nights of waiting, of watching. Evil doesn't always arrive with claws or knives. Sometimes it moves in next door. Smiles, waves, offers you coffee. And if you're not careful, you'll mistake the mask for the face. They thought the boy was their secret, but in the end, the secret was mine. I never intended to save them, only to destroy them.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and comment. Subscribe now to Cheating Stories Insight World for more amazing stories.